What's up, everybody? How we doing? All right, we have one open team up for sale. Valencia for $150. If anybody wants them out there, if you got a team already in the break, there's no shipping cost added to your shipping. If you do not have a team, it's $5 extra for shipping. So we got Valencia at $150, or make us an offer. If you make us an offer that is reasonable and we can take it, we'll do it. We're going to hold off going live on YouTube until for about 10 minutes. Anybody out there interested in Valencia? We had a lot of interest on it. Anybody out there interested in Valencia? Make me an offer. We got the team up at 150. It's sold for more than that. All right, anyone out there interested? to go ahead and start the eBay. Offer is off the table after the first box is open. So you got a few minutes still. If anybody wants to make me an offer on Valencia. Alright, what's up everybody? Here we go. Got a case of 2024-25. This is Select La Liga Soccer Football. Spain football. Of course, we're looking for Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico. Julian Alvarez, man, he scored a goal today that was just gorgeous for Atleti. Wow, it was sick. It was a sick shot. So here's the first 6. Second 6. 1, 2. 3, 4. 5 and 6. 12 boxes in the break. Here we go. Box number 1. Good luck, everybody. All right, here we go. Supposed to have 3 autos or mems per box on average. Hopefully you can pull some fire. Alright, that's a spacer. Probably gonna botch a few names, guys, but just giving you a heads up. I watch a lot of Premier League football. La Liga, I watch as much as I can. We don't get it as much as we used to here in the States. So, here we go. Box 1. That is a red of Peter Federico, rookie for Getafe. On the red prism. Oscar Minguza. Field level. Okay. There's Pedri. Pedri for Barca. Xavi Puado. That one is going to Real Sociedad. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Espanyol. My apologies. Espanyol on the refractor, on the prism. Abde Ezalus Azuli for Real Betis. There's Mbappe, our first Mbappe card of the break. On the patch auto, we got Endrick for Real. Nice patch auto. That is 4 out of 15. 4 out of 15 on the patch auto. That's let's put that up there. And there we go. That is Jan Oblak for Atleti on the Prism. Future is Carl Hein for Real Vadolio. He's a rookie on the Prism. Conor Gallagher. There's Lamine Yamal, our first Lamine Yamal of the break. For Barca. Griezmann on the Prism, and Luis Milla on the Unstoppable Prism for Getafe. Got another hit. Got an orange. That is Dominic Grief. Dominic Grief on the rookie orange. That is for Mallorca. That one is 2 out of 49. 2 out of 49. On the auto, pitch side signatures, Sergio Herrera for Osasuna. Cesar Tarrega for Valencia on the red, not numbered. On the purple, Robin Lenormand for Atleti. That one is numbered 71 of 99. Tony Martinez on the equalizers. Timo Courtois. Seiduba Cisse, rookie. On the blue, Oscar Mingueza. On the mezzanine, blue refractor. That one is not numbered. On the checkerboard, or on the guess this would be the squares. We got Oyhan Sensek, 36 out of 59, and a prism of Johan Mojica for Mallorca. All right, here we go. Last little stack. Javi Hernandez. Alex Suarez on the Prism. That is Jesper Celicin for Las Palmas on the gold. That is 10 out of 10 on the gold. Las Palmas. Javi Munoz, unstoppable for Las Palmas. That is also gold, 4 out of 10. And our next patch goes to Villarreal. That's Sergi Cardona on the rookie patch. Sergey Cardona. Okay. Cardona rookie. That is Alex Suarez on the purple. Alex Suarez. That one is 4 of 99. 4 of 99. Camelo for Rayo on the Prism. And rookie Abdel Abkar. And that one is not numbered on the Prism. All right, box number 2. All right, box number 2. Here we go. That's Asane Diao. That is for Real Betis. That is 25 of 49 on the patch. 25 of 49. Johnny Cardoso on the Prism. Alexander Swordloff on the Prism. On the red, we got Abde Zuli for Betis. Diego Rico on the Unstoppable. Conor Gallagher on the blue, not numbered. We got Antonio Rudiger on the tie-dye to 25. That is 19 of 25 for Real Madrid. Chimi Avila on the Prism. Excuse me. That is Andrei Ratiu on the rookie tricolor. Rodrigo Reclume. That is for Atleti Madrid. That is not numbered on the patch. And Pedri on the, I'm going to call this Hyper. 50 out of 59 on the Hyper. Give me a second, guys. All right. Christian Mosquera for Valencia on the Prism. Javi Hernandez for Leganes. That is Pablo Barrios on the purple. That is 15 out of 99. 15 out of 99 for Atleti. Mikel Oyarzabal. That is for Real Sociedad on the auto. That is 12 out of 25 on the auto. Rojas on the Prism. Sergio Herrera on the purple. That is 67 of 99. We got Takafusa Kubo. That is for Real Sociedad on the green. 2 of 5. 2 of 5 on the green. Looks like on the 19 out of 30. 19 out of 30. I'm going to call this one, looks like camouflage. On the camouflage. That's crazy. Beautiful cards. Mendez on the Prism. Brian Gill on the red, not numbered. Gio Lo Celso for Real Betis. That one is not numbered. We got an extra auto of Sergio Camelo. Sergio Camelo for Rayo. That is not numbered. Kylian Mbappe on the silver prism. This is on field level. That was box number 2. Didn't realize these patches and stuff are so thick, my friends. Here we go. All right, box number 3. Box number 3. Okay. All right, box number 3. Box number 3. Here we go. Gomez on the refractor. Militao on the refractor for Real. Samuelino for Atleti on the purple. That is 33 of 99. 33 of 99. Our next auto, Miguel Gutierrez. Miguel Gutierrez. That one is not numbered. That one is for Girona. Nayu not numbered on the red prism. On the equalizers, Danny Rodriguez. On the tricolor rookie, Alejo Valiz for Espanyol. That one is not numbered. James Rodriguez. Samuel Lino on the patch. Samuel Lino on the patch. That one's going to Atletico. Kike Perez on the unstoppable, and on the hyper we got Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres for Barca. That is 34 of 59. 34 of 59. Are you kidding me right now? Thank you. On the Visionary, I believe this is one of the case hits for Atleti Madrid. We got Marcos Llorentes. Marcos Llorentes on the Visionary case hit for Atleti. Purple, Javi Lopez. That is 65 of 99. 65 of 99. Pino on the camouflage. Isaac Romero for Sevilla. Rookie Isaac Romero. That is 29 out of 30. 29 out of 30. On the future, that's Jose Angel Carmona. Kylian Mbappe on the rookie on the base. On the red for Espanyol, Kumbula. On the tricolor, Tengelia for Deportivo Alavas. Not numbered. Our next auto, that is Aymar Oroz. That's going to Osasuna on the pitch side auto. Osasuna on the pitch side auto. Kyrian Rodriguez on the equalizers. Fran Beltran blue. That one is also not numbered. Jan Oblak. That is on the tie-dye to 25 for Atletico. 23 out of 25. And Pino on the refractor. Box number 4. All right, box number 4. That is Diego Conde for Villarreal on the orange, 26 of 49. Behind it is our auto. This is a pitch side signature. That one is Alex Ramiro for Real Sociedad. Sociedad on the auto. Martinez on the on the prism. Alberto Molero for Las Palmas, not numbered. Purple, that's Crescentus Uchi. That is 70 out of 99. On the golden red, we got Mariki for Mallorca. Sandro Ramirez on the equalizer. Alvarez on the blue, not numbered. On the hyper, we got Tenaglia. That one is 46 of 59. On the green, gotta stop there. That's to 5. Conor Gallagher, 2 out of 5. Conor Gallagher for Atleti Madrid, 2 out of 5. On the mezzanine level. Parejo. Our next patch is Amir Orozo for Osasuna. That one's not numbered. And on the tricolor, Oscar Rodriguez. There's Mark Bernal on the rookie for Barca, the futures on the prism. Oscar Menguza on the prism. Jan Oblak on the artist impression. This is another case hit. It's our second case hit of the case. Jan Oblak. Nice one for Atleti. Atleti's got both case hits right now. That is Izaluzzi. That is 78 out of 99 on the purple. 78 of 99. Balde on the red for Barca. That's not numbered. Inaki Williams. That one is for Athletic Club. That's Bilbao, who might get Manchester United got out of the European group. Beltran Next auto, Fabio Silva. Fabio Silva for Los Palmas. Oscar Valentin on the Unstoppable for Rayo. And Jose Maria Jimenez for Atleti Madrid. Box number 5. Another green, looks like possible green. No, I think it's Real Betis. All right, box number 5. Next auto, Zubeldia for Real Sociedad. That one is not numbered. Unstoppable of Kunde for Barca. Red of Alvarez for Bilbao. Another one for Bilbao. We got Paredes on the purple to 99. Purple to 99. On the future, we got Otorbi for Valencia. Tricolor of Jaime Rodriguez. That is a purple Carlos Vincent. Purple on the select swatches, 2 colors. That one is 46 out of 49. 46 out of 49. That's going to Alaves. On the hyper, we got Neyu on the hyper. That is 43 of 59. 43 of 59. Mbappe. Marcos Llorentes. out of this. Why would I get Luka out of this, my friend? This is football, soccer. Wrong sport, my friend. Wrong sport. Oh, Luka Modric. I know you. I thought it said Luka Doncic. Sorry about that, dude. Sorry about that, Soup. I just kind of quick glanced and saw Luka, and I'm like, no, I haven't hit it. I haven't seen any Luka Modric yet. So, oh my God, I feel like a brain dead idiot, bro. Ooh, that's nice. One of the badges. That's for Celtic. Or Celta. RC Celta on the badge. You saw one base card? Yeah, I didn't even see that, my friend. So, I'll be completely honest with you, buddy. I'm trying to focus on all these cards that are all mixed up in here, man. They're crazy mixed up. Alright, on the future we got Swedberg. On the orange, Bamba. Bamba on the orange. For RC Celta, we got 33 out of 49. Munoz. Jose Angel Carmona on the blue. Julian Alvarez for Atletico Madrid. Like I said earlier today, man, I saw a goal of his that was crazy. Javier Rodriguez for Celta. That one's 27 out of 99. I mean, the cards are backwards, sideways, forwards, all sorts of crazy. I mean, it's a beautiful card, beautiful set that Select made, but for a breaker like me, it's got me going backwards and forwards. Javi Lopez, Antonio Severa. Ooh, that's a white. I don't think I've had a white yet. Miguel Gutierrez. I haven't. 5 out of 20. 5 out of 20. This one's going to Girona. Girona on the board. Do I see a tie-dye coming? See a tie-dye. Is it a patch? Is it an auto? Is it both? Here we go. Equalizers. Luca Bacchio. Griezmann. Tricolor or golden red of Raul Garcia. Timo Courtois on the red, not numbered. And our next hit is a patch auto of Samuel Lino on the tie-dye for Atletico Madrid. 4 out of 25. 4 out of 25. Atletico Madrid is eating so far a little bit today. Box number 6. I haven't seen any I haven't seen a lot of players so far, to tell you the truth. Some of the best players. So Yeah, I like Luka Modric. I hear he's coming, he's leaving Real after this year, coming to the U.S., I guess, to play with Inter Miami. I don't know. That's a rumor I heard. That he's not going back to Real Madrid. All right, here we go. Box number 6. Halfway point. Jargizar, Mikel on the Prism. James Rodriguez on the blue. Future Kubo. Jude Bellingham. There's a first Jude Bellingham. Murky on the purple to 99. That is 5 of 99. It's not mine to sell, my friend, to tell you the truth. It's whoever bought the Real Madrid spot. Fran Beltran on the gold and red. Oscar Mingueza. Oscar Mingueza. That is for Celta on the patch. On the Hyper, we got Alberto Molero. Alberto Molero, 10 of 59. And Diego Lopez for Valencia. Diego Lopez for Valencia on the napkin patch. I have no idea how you would buy it. Maybe if the guy decides to put it up for sale on eBay or something. It's the only thing I could think of, Soup. But this is a break, so people bought these teams. There's another base Modric. Baena. On a purple for Rayo, we got Unai Lopez. That is 20 out of 99. 20 out of 99. On the white, Alberto Molero. Alberto Molero on the white, 10 out of 20. 10 out of 20. On the red and gold, Holler. That is for Leganes. These whites are nice. I like these. Like to see a numbered card of some of the big players. Come on now. We need numbered of the big guys. Let's go. There's Lamine Yamal on the Prism. Lamine Yamal on the Prism for Barca. On the red, we got Neu. That is not numbered. On the auto, Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz for Real. On the auto, there we go. There's a nice big name auto. How about Antoine Griezmann? Antoine Griezmann for Atletico Madrid. Nice hit for Atletico. Very nice. Futures of Mosquera. And this looks like a gold or an orange. Sergio Cameo for Rayo. That is an orange, 6 out of 49. Sergio Cameo. Give me some more top loaders. Here we go. And we're going to start the second half. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Second half time. Second half. We've had our oranges. We've had our orange slices. Let's go. First half wasn't bad. Let's get a better second half. Let's go. Got two purples. Very nice. That looks pink. I don't think we've had a pink yet. I see a pink in here. All right, my friends. Here we go. Box number 7. On the hyper, Johan Garcia. Johan Garcia, that is 23 of 59. On the first patch, we got Iker Munoz for Osasuna. Iker Munoz. There was Robert Lewandowski. Julian Alvarez on the refractor. On the prism, excuse me. Carl Hein on the purple to 99. 28 of 99. Komisana on the unstoppable. Tenaglia on the rookie. On the pink equalizer, that is Iosi Perez for Villarreal. That one is numbered 9 out of 25. 9 out of 25. Barry on the unstoppable, on the future, excuse me, Barry on the future. On the red and gold, Ratuyu. There's Vinny Vinicius Jr. First sighting of him today. Sanchez on the red, not numbered. That is an auto of Jorge Cuenca for Villarreal. Nice auto for Villarreal right there. And another auto. This one is Isaac Romero for Sevilla. Isaac Romero for Sevilla. Juan Cruz on the equalizers. Orange of Alexander Sorloth. That is 5 out of 49. Gene on the pitch side. Soriano on the prism. Koke on the red. Fornals for Real Betis on the unstoppable. That is Juan Cruz on the red and gold. Jeremy Pino on the field side on the auto for Real Valladolid. 8 out of 49, Mario Martin. Got one more purple coming. Kubo on the future. Oscar Rodriguez. Antoine Griezmann on the purple to 99. 49 of 99. Cardosa on the field side. And then that one is for Villarreal on the purple patch, Logan Costa. That one is 40 out of 49. 40 out of 49 on the patch. Box number 8. Box number 8. Another purple coming. Another purple, looks like to 49 possibly. Either a patch or an auto. All right, box number 8, here we go. Adrian Mbarba. Latasa on the red. Unai Lopez on the equalizers. On the red and gold, we have Vivian. We got Unai Lopez. That looks like tie-dye. It is 14 of 25. 14 of 25. That's for Rayo. Kambuala. Unstoppable of Kunde. First patch or auto, here we go. We got Enric. Swatches. That is Anika Williams. Anika Williams for Atletico Bilbao. (22 of 49 for Bilbao. Otorbi for Valencia. James Rodriguez on the blue. On the hyper, that is like a brown hyper, we got Torrentes for Real Sociedad. 53 of 59 Torrentes. And our next purple, this one looks like an auto. La Liga signatures of Joselu for Real Madrid. That one is 35 of 49. Joselu, I believe. Navarro on the refractor on the Prism. Paulo Gazzaniga. That is 53 of 99. On the orange, Oscar Mingueza. Oscar Mingueza for Celta. 3 out of 49. Camavinga on the red for Real Madrid. On the red and gold, that is Yildirim. That's going to Getafe. And then there is a beautiful Luka Modric on the camouflage. That is a really nice one for Real Madrid. 20 out of 30 on the Luka Modric. Iosi Perez on the equalizers. Dani Olmo for Barca on the Prism. Oh wow! Double patch. Vinicius Jr. and Endrick on the double swatch. Not from any specific game for Real Madrid. Real Madrid on the double patch. Vinny Jr. and Enric. Nice hit for Real Madrid. And our last hit is another auto. Another auto of Nabil Fekir for Real Betis. Nabil Fekir for Betis. Final 4 boxes. Box number 9. Box number 9. Another purple. Let's see. What can we usually hit out of select? Like, oh, there it is. That's what I was trying to say. Can we hit stained glasses? Stained glass coming. Stained glass incoming, it looks like. I'm not saying that it is. It just sure looks like it. I was just about to say, what else can we hit out of this? Stained glass, artistic impressions, and a visionary. We've hit the artistic impression, we've hit a visionary, and it looks like we got a stained glass coming for you guys. Stained glass, come on. We need a big stained glass. Like to see Yamal, Mbappe, would love to see even a nice Robert Lewandowski, Antoine Griezmann, Nico Williams. All right, here we go. Looks like we have another camouflage in here too. Here we go, guys. That's a blue Jorge de Frutos, not numbered. That is Javi Puado. Javi Puado from Espanyol, 18 out of 49. Rudiger. Stuani. Carlos Romero on the red and gold. Lucas Toros. There's Jude Bellingham on the prism. Rodrigo on the gold to 10. That is 2 out of 10 of Rodrigo for Real Madrid. On the hyper, we got Sergio Camelo to 59. Sergio Camelo, 18 of 59. And how about Eduardo Camavinga on the patch? Eduardo Camavinga for Real Madrid on the patch. There's Rafinha on the prism. Kiki Salas on the for Sevilla on the camouflage. Camouflage 20 out of 30. Koke on the unstoppable. Kubarsi on the future. Sergio Cardona on the red. Arambari on the purple to 99, 3 out of 99. All right, I'm gonna save the. We're gonna save that for last. Okay. It looks like a stained glass, guys. If we got 3 case hits out of this case, that's sick. Isaac Romero on the red and gold. On the orange, Courtois on the orange. That is for Real Madrid. 35 out of 49. Thibaut Courtois. On the auto, that is for Atletico Madrid. That is Rodrigo Riquelme. Rodrigo Riquelme. There's Danny Carvajal. You know what? I'm not sure, John. It's great product. It's beautiful product. But I'm not sure. Right now I only got the one case. I'll check with my boss. And I believe this... Oh, it is a stained glass, guys. Stained glass. Good luck to everybody on the stained glass. Eder Militao on the stained glass for Real Madrid. Eder Militao on the stained glass for Real Madrid. God, they could have been so much better. A better name on Real Madrid, but he's pretty good too. Box number 10. Box number 10. Pretty much I'm the only breaker on Breaks and Takes that does soccer/football. So, I mean, if anybody was to do it, John, it would be me. But I just have to see if my boss can get any more. We got a pink coming. That is a nice looking pink too. That's a pink insert. I just did the Premier League, Donruss, not Donruss, the Select Premier League. No, Prism, excuse me. Premier League Prism last week. I did 2 cases of that. And it was the same way with the cards. It had 3 cards that I had to flip on every time I went and did the cards, you know? So it was like, we had plenty of practice doing it, but the Prism EPL, that was some nice stuff too. We pulled a couple of really nice mangas out of those boxes. So, I mean, pulled a Zlatan Ibrahimovic on manga and a Christian Bale. Not Gareth Bale. Christian Bale. I think this is Batman apparently. A Gareth Bale manga. So, alright, here we go. Box number 10. Focus. Thank you. On the camouflage, Samuel Lino for Atletico Madrid. Buying on the red. Red and gold of Julian Aguirre Zabala. If I got that right, I'd be happy for Bilbao. Our next auto is a pitch side. Hector Bellerin for Real Betis. Hector Bellerin. Focus. Mbada on the pitch side snapshot. We got Amir Oroz. That one is not numbered. That is a tie-dye of Brentones. Rookie. That one is a rookie for Osasuna to 25. 7 out of 25. Lamine Yamal on the base. Gavi on the prism. Our next auto is Borjas Iglesias. That one is for Celta. And another auto right here. Holy crap, that's 3. Juanlu Sanchez. That's for Sevilla. Juanlu Sanchez. And Militao on the purple, 69 of 99. Luka Modric on the unstoppable prism. Red of Soriano. We got a purple pitch side of Kumbula. That is 78 out of 99 on the field level. Otorbi on the red and gold. Diao on the future. Fermin Lopez on the blue. That is Alexander Sorloff on the hyper, 29 of 59. That is Vedat Merki. Raul Alboil. That is Lucian Agumi. That is for Sevilla on the pink. And on the green, Jesus Vasquez. And that is for out of 5 for Valencia. And this pink is 8 out of 25. Wow, what a box this one has been. Holy crap, we've had 3 autos. A numbered to 5, a patch. This box has been loaded. Last little piece. Here we go. Robert Lewandowski on the equalizers prism. Kylian Mbappe on the prism. Orange of Kambuala. Kambuala on the orange. That's for Villarreal. That is 2 out of 49. And for Villarreal again on the patch, Santi Comesana. Two boxes to go. After that, we'll get a full recap. All right. Last 2 boxes. Let's do it this way. All right, here we go. Last 2 boxes. Koke. On the white, we have Vedat Murky. Murky on the white, 4 out of 20. Behind that is pink. That is for Las Palmas. That's Molerio. 18 out of 25. 18 out of 25. And we have a patch here. That one is going to Real Sociedad. That is Braz Mendez. Braz Mendez. Unstoppable Stuani. That's a blue of Robin Lee Normand. And on the hyper, Luka Modric. Luka Modric, 35 of 59 for Real Madrid. On the red and gold, Riquelme. Diao on the red, Fabio Silva for Las Palmas on the purple, 10.99. That's 53 of 99. 53 of 99. See orange. That is Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni for Real Madrid, 47 of 49. And on the patch auto, Brian Zaragoza. Brian Zaragoza, this one is going to Osasuna. Tchouaméni, that was the 49. 47 of 49. On the red and gold, that is Duro. That is for Valencia. Unstoppable Koke. Nico Williams. On the auto, Isaac Romero for Sevilla. I'm not sure, but I think that's 2. Vinny Jr. on the Prism. Vinny Jr. on the Prism field level. Bade. Bade, that is for Sevilla on the red. That is Nico Williams and Iniki Williams. The brothers at Athletic Bilbao. Double patch. That's nice. That's a nice one right there. Oh, got a couple more cards. And Asano on the purple to 99. Asano, that is 62 of 99. 62 of 99. And that is the end of box 11. Box 11. One box to go. Alright, here we go. Last box. Good luck, everybody. Kike Garcia. That is Sergio Gomez for Real Sociedad on the Hyper. 26 out of 59. Wow. For Sociedad, look at that patch. That is Takefusa Cabo. Cabo? That is a sick looking patch. Llorentes. Torres on the red and gold. That was Carreras on the red for Espanyol. McKenna for Las Palmas. Sunset. Oh. On the purple auto for Real Madrid, Jean Martinez. Rookie. 10 out of 49. 10 out of 49. Jean Martinez rookie for Real Madrid. Uche on the future. Hernandez. That is Jose Angel Carmona on the purple. 50 out of 99. 50 of 99. That is Abkar. Agume on the unstoppable. Danny Olmo on the blue. I don't believe those are numbered. No. And then on the tie-dye, Andre Almeida for Valencia. 11 out of 25. 11 out of 25. I'm going to say that one. I'm not sure what it is on the bottom. All I saw was the crest. I saw that it was a Barca, and it's a thick one, so could be a patch, could be an auto, so Barca's got a bunch of players that would be big. Ruben Garcia. Oroz on the camouflage. Cardoso. And that is Akomachi. That is for Villarreal. That one is 13 out of 30. Excuse me, 13 out of 30. Last pack, then we're going to do that last one right there. Toro. Kylian Mbappe to 99. Kylian Mbappe to 99. That is 51 out of 99 on the mezzanine. We got another double patch here, and this one goes to, wow, Athletic Club Bilbao. Nico Williams and Aniki Williams. 27 out of 49. 27 out of 49. And our last pack. Kiki Salas on the red and gold. This is for Barca, and it is an auto. That is Fermin Lopez. Fermin Lopez on the pitch side signature for Barca. To finish off the break. Alright, recap time. And there's a lot to recap. Holy mackerel, this break, this product is a ton. Here we go. 10.99. To 99. Mbappe, Carmona, Asano, Silva. We got Kumbula, Militao, Arambari, Gazinga, Griezmann, Haim, Lopez. There is Mariki, Rodriguez, Paredes, Ezalu, Uchi, Lopez, Lino, Barrios, Herrera, Suarez, and Normand. All right, on the hypers. Gomez, Modric, Sorloth, Camelo, Torrentes, Garcia, Molero, NU, Tenglia, Torres, Pedri, and Sanset. On the oranges to 49. Those were all to 59, by the way. Chouameni, Cambuala, Courtois, Mingueza, Sorloth, Camelo, Bamba, Conde, and Grief. Camouflage. These camouflages are to 30. Acomac, Lino, Salas, Modric, Romero, and Lubacchio. Tie-dyes to 25. Almeida, Berentones, Lopez, Oblak, and Rudiger. These are pinks to 20. I think it's 20. No, 25. Excuse me. So the tie-dyes and the pinks are the same, 25. Molero, Agume, and Perez. These are the 20. Those are the whites. Muriqui, that is Molero, and Gutierrez. Golds, Rodrigo, Silicen, and Munoz to 10. Our greens to 5. Vasquez, Conor Gallagher, and Kubo. Okay, next up we're going to do patches. Alright, for Valencia we got Diego Lopez. Osasuna we got Oroz. And for Real Sociedad, Kubo. We got Lino for is this Bilbao? No, that's Atletico. Real Betis Diao. Riquelme, that is Atletico. We have Villarreal Cardona. Mendez for Sociedad. Villarreal Comesana. Muriqui for Mallorca. Real Madrid Camavinga. Iniki Williams, that is Athletic Bilbao. Logan Costa is Villarreal. And Oscar Mingueza is Celta. Is it Celta? Yeah, Celta. Alright, our autos. Horizontal autos. We got Fermin Lopez for Barca. Sevilla Romero. Real Betis, that is Bellerin. Requime for Atletico. Espanyol Puado. Martin for Real Valladolid. Villarreal, that is Cuenca. Romero for Sevilla. For Sociedad, that is Ramiro. Oroz for Osasuna. And that is Herrera for Osasuna. I don't know why that patch was in there. That is Munoz for Osasuna. Our next stack of patch of autos. Martinez, Real Madrid. Sanchez, Sevilla. Iglesias for Celta. Tatis, Fekir. Joselu for Real Madrid. Gutierrez for Girona. Rayo gets Camelo. Orizabal for Real Sociedad. For Alaves, that is Carlos Vincent. Sociedad, Zabaldia. Fabio Silva for Las Palmas. Real Madrid is Brahim Diaz. Antoine Griezmann for Atletico Madrid. Patch autos. Brian Zaragoza, that is for Osasuna. For Atletico Madrid, Samuel Lino. And Endrick for Real Madrid. We had one shield, that was for Celta. We had a Eder Militao on the Real Madrid, that is on the stained glass. On the artistic impression, that is Jan Oblak for Atletico de Madrid. And also, this one is for Atletico de Madrid, Visionary of Marcos Llorente. We had a double patch of Nico Williams and Aniki Williams. We had another one to 49 of the same two guys for Atletico Bilbao. And then for Real Madrid, Vinny Jr. and Endrick on the double patch. There is your break, my friends. Hope you guys hit in the break. Hope you had a good time. I did my best to pronounce the names and the teams, but I hope that you guys had a good time. Hope to see you guys next time. Hope we can run this back again. Have a great night. Peace.